And welcome back to the Journey Yourself. I am your intuitive tarot reader and your host, Brandy. Okay, guys, I would just like to thank you for coming back to join me. And if this is your first time here, welcome. All right, I have been a little bit under the weather lately, but I'm feeling much better. Okay, and while I was down, I got some time to think about some spreads. All right, so I did come up with this new spread. It is called Where Do You Stand With Them? All right, it is a 7-card spread. In this spread, you will actually see exactly how your lover sees you, as well as some advice in order to find out what you can do to improve or change your situation, as well as the best case scenario. Okay, so I would also like to invite you guys to do something a little bit special for me. I'm actually going to be sharing inspirational work from my followers on my website at thejourneyofself.org. Okay, I'm going to display this in an area on my website called The Wall. This is where I display things that I've been inspired by and things that have inspired those around me. If you guys have an artist, a poet, a writer, or anyone artistically inclined that you would like to maybe, give a leg up or give a shout out to, promote maybe, just go ahead and send this information to me and maybe even a copy of the work at thejourneyofselfemail@gmail.com. Once again, that is thejourneyofselfemail@gmail.com. Okay, guys, feel free to be sending me things on my email that I can actually go ahead and display on my website. I would also like to have contact information attached with this information because I need to be able to get the okay from the people involved to display their work. Okay? So let's get right into it, Scorpio. We're going to, Virgo. Woo. All right. Okay, guys. I love doing my Virgo reading. I have a lot of friends that are Virgos. All right. A lot of people in my life that I love that are Virgos. All right. All right. So in the first position, how are you being seen? You're being seen as victorious. You're being seen as victorious. Action needed. Go ahead, Virgo. Do what you're supposed to be doing most of the time. Laying those burdens down. You guys love to take on a lot. Unfortunately, there are times that you guys regret it later because you give so much. You give it so selflessly. Okay? You guys are awesome for that. So, things you can't control, variable. We have the Magician in that position. Let's leave that in that position for a second, okay? We'll actually get to that more in depth in the extended, all right? And we're going to go ahead and use the 4th position, which is your performance in your current position in this relationship, okay? We're going to do that as well. And that's coming up as the Queen of Swords in reverse, okay? Coming up as the Queen of Swords in reverse. We'll also clarify that in the extension as well. I may have not mentioned before, but I'm going to mention it now. I'm not exactly sure if I mentioned it or not, but we're going to go ahead and start doing the readings a little bit different now. All right, Virgo, I hope you can rock with me. I hope you like this. What we're going to do is we're going to do the 7 cards that we're doing. Basically the situation, the advice, the best case scenario, outcome, all that. And then we're going to do 3 of the Romance Angel cards by Doreen Virtue, right? Then after that, we're going to clarify. We're going to get more in depth. For the people who can stick around, they can. For those who could only stay for a short moment, 10 or 15 minutes, that reading will be concluded right there. The extended version is what comes after. Same video, same all of that, but that's the extended version. Then after that part, the clarification of the cards, we'll go ahead and we'll pull 3 of the Spirit Message cards, okay? So far, we're up to the 5th position, which is what needs to be changed or improved. We have the Chariot in reverse. This also represents a Cancer, okay? Why is this all happening? Okay, it could be a couple of reasons so far with the first card that came out. I like to pull multiple cards for this, okay? I like to pull multiple cards for this. All right, so I have a couple of cards in reverse. Right. Yeah, I could feel there was one more card that wanted to come out. I had a couple of cards in reverse. And also to this card. Let's do this one first. The Eight of Wands. This card can mean two things. All right. It can mean information that was not given or information that came in that was not of a favorable nature. Right. And it could also mean non-communication. Non-communication, right? We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. So there could be like some type of passion that's not, it's funny because both of these wands are reversed. There could be some type of passion, some type of spark that is not being had, not being accepted, not being utilized, okay? On the why this is happening. We also have this here, the Six of Cups, which speaks of a past relationship, okay? A past relationship, but then we also have the I was going to call it the karma card. We also have the Wheel of Fortune, which can also speak of karma, which could also speak of karmic endings. Okay. So you guys could have history, but it could be over now. And then we have this card, which is in the reverse, which means that things that should have ended, cycles did not end or not end or are not ending. Excuse me, guys. I am like having the hardest time talking these days. Okay. I was sick and it affected my breathing. All right. So, and I don't know, like now it's like I wasn't really talking much. I wasn't feeling well. I was keeping my energy close, staying to myself. So now it's like I'm learning all over again. It's crazy. Final outcome. Best case scenario. All right, so we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Someone is not really trying to find the balance anymore in this situation. For some of us, that's not going to happen. We also have the Hermit card. People are looking for enlightenment, are looking for clarification, okay? And the Moon card. This card can speak of hidden secrets, confusion. It could also speak of a Pisces. Yeah, and it's in reverse, okay? So maybe seeing a different side of something that wasn't so pleasant as well, okay? Judgment. Some of us will make a judgment in the situation for the better, and it will bring a renewal to their life. Or a renewal to our lives, okay? A little bit of, this could be a little reckless if it's not done correctly. It can also involve a young air sign or younger air sign. Okay, final outcome. And it can happen fast, very hastily. Okay. Yeah, so the Wheel of Fortune talks about a Pisces. I didn't do this before. We'll do it now. And then we have the World in reverse, which speaks about an Aquarius. Okay. And then we have this card as well as this card, which speaks of a Libra. So there could definitely be some air around here. This could definitely happen fast. I would say air or water. Could be who you're dealing with. Air, water, and maybe fire. Okay, an opportunity with the fire sign is also being missed, it seems. Okay. So, yeah. And the spirits are saying give it time. Temperance. A balance will come. A balance will come. Stability, generosity, all of those things will come. Okay. Liberty. All that stuff, right? All right. So now we're going to pull these three cards. I'm doing this completely a little bit backwards, but I'm going to let it rock. I'm going to let it rock. I'm working on the same things, some of the same things you guys are working on, Virgo. I'm working on accepting and loving myself, even when I make mistakes and things not having to be perfect. There was a time where I may have stopped this video and said, you know what? No, I'm going to start again because I just pulled the 3 cards I meant to pull later. Nope, those cards are going to sit to the side and I'm going to move on with my life, love myself in spite of the mistakes. And I'm going to go ahead and pull the 3 cards I was supposed to pull. Okay? All right. All right. I can totally not shuffle today, but that's okay. Let's get to it. There we go. For some of us, we're experiencing unrequited love. Okay? There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay, for some of us, that's what we're experiencing. For other of us, it says to make the effort. Okay, it says that great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take. Okay, and this is the last one here. We have children. Okay, it says that your love life is being affected by children. Okay, this could be very true. All right. Okay, Virgo. So now we're going to go ahead and just clarify. As promised, we'll read those spirit message cards in a little while. All right. When we get to that section. All right. So let me go ahead and start clarifying. First, we see you here being seen in a victorious position. That is the first card, the 5 of Swords. So we're going to go ahead and clarify that. You can be being seen like that by a fire sign. Okay. And also too, this is funny. This popped out, an air sign. Okay. Maybe even an Aquarius, because that is the exact card of Aquarius. I do believe that the other card is a card of a fire sign, maybe a Leo. I'm not exactly sure which one that represents, but it's definitely fire, obviously. Okay, so one of these people may see you as or both of these people, oh my God, also see you as the lovers, which can also mean soulmate, and also too, a 9 of Cups. Oh my gosh, somebody sees you as a wish fulfilled, complete contentment and bliss. Whew. That's heavy. All right, guys. All right. We're clarifying the second position. The action is needed. The 10 of Wands in reverse. This is the Knight of Swords. Okay. Then we have this one here, the 8 of Wands. There was information that was brought to you. There were words spoken, maybe even a truth spoken. Maybe these words and these truths were even harsh. They were spoken, okay? And then we have the Judgment card. And then people got what they deserved and burdens were dropped, okay? And I feel like also saying that karmic cycles and karmic debt was completed. Okay, now we have the third position, the variables, the Magician, and then you also have the 9 of Swords. Okay. I feel like in a way it's saying like you are probably going to be your best friend or your worst enemy in this situation. You and your thoughts, you and what you think. It does also seem as though like, you know, you are working hard. You are working hard. Okay. I'm going to go ahead at this point. There's a point in the time where I like to put all my cards back in the deck. Okay. And then start again with the clarification. And this is the time. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and clarify this Queen of Swords upside down in the position of how you're being viewed. Okay. You're also being viewed as the King of Wands in reverse, which could also indicate like maybe a player or someone who's kind of like not working in his highest vibration. He can be a little ruthless in what he wants and go after ruthlessly what he wants. Also, too, the Queen of Pentacles showed up on how you're being seen. So you are being seen as benevolent and you are being seen as giving. Okay. And then we have the fifth position on what needs to be improved and changed. And it looks like there's a lack of control. You guys may even be working on building something with one or, dare I say, these people. There's the humor. I love it, Virgo. You guys always make me laugh. But you guys are working toward building something, okay? It just seems like you don't really have a real handle on it just yet. Okay? That's a little bit obvious by some of these cards that are coming out. Okay? We can go ahead. I'm looking to clarify that position even more. All right? So let's clarify what needs to be changed or improved. Or maybe this is saying, I feel like too, is saying to work a little bit harder at this. You don't have it in the bag just yet. Obviously with the energy of the Chariot in reverse, meaning that the presence or the energy that is needed is there. It's just not directed correctly. But when it gets directed correctly, it's the Chariot upright. It's moving in the right direction. It's good stuff. Right? And then we have the Six of Swords. What I'm saying, you will be moving to calmer water when you can learn to work hard and transmute this energy. You're gonna go in the direction that you're looking to go. Okay. So then we have the sixth position to clarify, because we've clarified everything else. There have been some conflicts with yourself and whomever else you're in this relationship with. There have been some conflicts, okay? With the Magician as well. And that's funny. Wow. I think I may have just realized the Magician was not you in your reading. That's why it was a person and why it was in the variable position, because you can't control the people. I feel like the Magician is this other person. And this person, this person is either another Virgo, another earth sign, or an air sign. And this person is good at reflecting. This person is good at reflecting. There may be, definitely be some karmic ties with this person. Maybe even a soulmate relationship. The lovers did clarify earlier. Okay? And someone does see you maybe as a soulmate or a wish fulfilled. All right? The Ten of Wands, taking on too much. There's obviously been some cheating, lying, or stealing involved. Some sneaky behavior. Okay? With the Seven of Swords there. All right? We're still clarifying the area of why this is all happening. Okay? Some of you have family. Some of you are happy. And this is why this is going in this direction. Okay? All right? And yeah, I knew this was coming out. And then there's that fire sign as well. That's another reason why this is happening. Now we're moving on to the best case scenario. Should we clarify the Eight of Wands in reverse? Information that wasn't had, or is it a communication? We don't know. Let's see. I'm pulling a couple of cards. It talks about cycles ending, the world. Okay. And also too, the High Priestess. So whatever information was there, it might have been you who was holding the information. You knew something and you weren't telling. And it was something about the Two of Cups in reverse. Maybe somebody either wanted in or wanted out, and you knew this information. You held it close to your chest. Maybe you weren't telling. Excuse me. sneezing. Excuse me. As I said, I have been under the weather. Okay, so you're not telling. All right? Maybe you know something. I don't know. Somebody knows something. And that was clarifying the Eight of Wands. Maybe it's even that water sign. Yep. Maybe it's even a water sign that may know something. Or maybe it's you. Maybe you're the one who knows something. I feel like you just appeared as the King of Cups. The King of Cups is very stable energy. He understands his feelings. He is mature emotionally. Okay? So this is once again one of those times where I'm going to just pick up all my clarification cards because I used so many just now in those 3 positions. I'm going to put them back into my deck. And now we're going to clarify the last position. Okay? The last position is the Moon card reversed, the Judgment. Now like 3 cards just flipped out. The King of Swords, Temperance, as well as the Queen of Pentacles. All right, all the cards that are trying to come out, I usually let them. I feel like the Judgment card has been echoed. That's shown up twice now, right? Decisions are going to be made, and it's going to bring a renewal. Okay, the Judgment card has shown up twice now. All right. When this decision is made, it's going to actually do a few things. Someone is going to be noticed because now they can actually be noticed in the way and get the recognition that they want from the situation when they make this decision. Some people are going to, unfortunately, get their walking papers. Okay. This is all, it's all in the card. I can see it. Some people are going to get their walking papers. Some people are going to get a breath of fresh air and a new life, a new lease on life. Okay? And it's going to come from the truth. We also have the 5 of Pentacles that tells me very clearly that someone's going to get left out in the cold. We have the 2 of Swords in reverse. That decision is about to be made. And we also have the Hangman in reverse. Okay? So, moving on. We got there will be maybe some conflict in reference to this, but ultimately, there will be a victory. And then I also have the 10 of Cups here as well. Okay, I feel like the 10 of Cups is here to clarify temperance. Okay, it's here to clarify temperance. All right, now, you may have had an opportunity to move on with someone. Here's the Ace of Pentacles. Maybe even start a new job or relocate for this situation. And I feel like some of you are going to go ahead and stay where you are. Stay put where you are. You're going to turn that opportunity down. And that also, too, is going to make you happy. It's going to make you feel more stable. Okay? Yeah, we have this card in reverse. And we also have this card in reverse to echo it. So some of you are going to choose not to continue with a marriage or to get married. And you're going to find a benefit in that. All right, guys. Now, those 3 cards that came out before, soul power, right? It says, always remember you are a soul that comes with a body and not a body that comes with a soul. Your soul is your true essence, and you have an unlimited supply of soul power at your command whenever you need it, okay? So, guys, be strong. Look within yourself. The High Priestess does show up, so the answers that you seek, you do already have, okay? Serenity. The most important relationship you can have is with yourself. This is a time to honor, nurture, and love yourself more by seeking out and removing any negative feelings and emotions that are left over from yesterday. Don't let your past issues and resentments interfere with your serenity today. All right, guys. Another thing I would like to say, I don't know why I want to say this, but I feel like in some of your other readings, the devil was showing up, guys. And I was a little concerned because, you know, that can talk about addictions and obsessions and bad habits and things of that nature. That's not here anymore. I feel like you guys are actually doing some self-work. I really, really do, because I can kind of see the growth. And I'm really, if that is the case for some of us, I'm really, really proud of you. Even if, and I hope, especially if no one has said that to you, or maybe you're keeping it to yourself, maybe no one knows what you're going through. I'm proud of you, and I'm happy that you are making this decision. The last card is to have fun. Okay, guys, and I'm going to wrap up with this one. It says stop. When was the last time you had fun? When was the last time that you took a chance and did something silly, something totally unlike you, something just to enjoy, just for the joy of it, excuse me. It's long overdue for you to let go of your analytical mind and give yourself and your soul permission to have fun. All right, guys? That being said, I got to get out of the house. I got to go do things. All right? I'm going to go. I invite you all to have fun. Right? Spirit said so. Enjoy yourself. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste, guys.